take it easy, I've got this. Well, a gust came up, took it, and sent him way out here into the water, knocked the boat down, filled her with water. And the guys at the sailing crew at Michigan used to keep an eye on us because they knew we were notorious for ending up on sandbars. And well, I used to say the DNR hired me every year to check out the sandbars on Walloon Lake because I could find them with the boat. I would try to run over the Narrows, see if I could heel her just enough to go right across, and I made it most of the time, but there were times when I would hang up. And that day we went in the water, and I remember one day I was standing in there, loaded with water up to my knees, and the sheriff came through the Narrows. And so I waved to him to see if he could come over and help me, and he just waved back and kept going, because I guess it looked normal to have Sean up to his knees in the water on a 17. But yeah, I love the boats.
What's the Patrick?
My memory is it was the Camp Michigania race, and we had done the race, I thought. And it was like a dead calm day, and then the wind came out of nowhere, but it shifted. It was coming out of the east, so it was going the opposite, prevailing from the way the breeze is normally going, coming down the west
you
side.
have a very good memory, Grasshopper.
I do. And my cousin Neil was with us, and great dude, but he's not a sailor. And but he loved coming around and riding, and so we're actually trying to get through the Narrows, but we're on a port tack. I'm in the trapeze, and you're trying to squeeze her through the Narrows. I'm in the trapeze, and I'm looking at Lily Pad Bay, and I can see the shift. The shift is coming, and I'm like, Dad, let's just tack. 'Cause I mean, I'm out here, you know. Dad, let's just tack, and a little half tack will shoot through. So I've been sailing out here for 25 years, you know, and I'm like, okay, getting close. Dad, we're not gonna make it. Dad, we're not gonna. And I think I was only like 12 years old too.
Boy, it's nice to have your memory refreshed.
Yeah. And trying to squeeze right by the sandbar, and of course we've got everything hauled in, everything cleated down, and then her nose got into the shift. Everything luffs. And, you know, we didn't have the greatest boat speed going because we're pressing. And I'm thinking, oh, I got to get in. I get in, but as the shift happens, main sheet gets uncleated. The boom, I'm coming in, the boom hits me in the knees, sends me back out. And I'll never forget, I'll never forget the sight of a box 17 coming down at me like this. And the trapeze cord, or the cable, is curling into me like this, and then you hear that sound of whoosh, and then the boat's done. Rides back up, I bump into the side of the boat, and I'm like, well. And then he goes, guess we're not gonna make it. And we didn't. But yeah, no, the sheriff's story is true, because you were standing actually on the deck helping me back in. We get the sails down, we got the flotation, but the boat is submerged at this point. And yeah, the sheriff waved. I remember you going, no, mast, boat. But yeah, the Michigani guys came over. We had friends 2 docks down, and we pulled the boat down in front of their house, and they had all their cousins, and I was, like I said, I was pretty young, so I had the honor of getting inside the boat with the buckets. Yeah, well, everybody else held the 17 up, and we just
came in handy back in the day.
Bailed it out. That was a good time. That was my only time putting one down.
What's your only time?
The only time I've put one down. I think he's done it a couple. Yeah.
I've done it more than that.
Yeah.
What's your fondest memory?
My fondest memory? Geez. I would probably have to say the West Arm day, when we were able to, I think we had number 4, number 9, Rob Key had 14, we had number 18,
yes,
John was there with 19, Merton on 20, Rick Gross with 21.
That's the day we took that
I
picture.
was on 23, and I think it was when, why can't I think of his name now? Warfield.
Yeah, Dave Warfield.
Dave Warfield had 24. So we had a bunch of wood 17s out and got to sail with the yacht club and do all of that. That was also the day, and Skip Merton never lets me live this down, the day that my buddies and I were pretty cocky. We had a great start, and I think we had everybody by a leg, and we had the spinnaker up downwind, and we decided that it was beer 30 before the end of the race, and celebrating, and out of nowhere Skip Merton just comes flying by me and beat me, and I mean it was out of nowhere, but that was a great day. But I mean really any day you can get out and go sailing is there's just something about it when you get out there, you know, racing or just out for a day where you get out there and you feel good, and there's nothing like it in the world.
But it's I think it's the family too.